Now it was just working. Alright, let me change settings quick. Sorry, guys. This worked way better when I had it pre-set up. Yeah, see, there it is. There it is. No, it's just not going to show it? Okay, awesome. See, on my screen it shows my camera, on yours it doesn't. That's great. See, I don't get how everybody can use the auto cutout function, because then when I go to use it, it just doesn't work. So we'll just keep it on do not change. There we go. That'll work. Now this is a horror game. I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of it within the next 2 days. Possibly 3 days if need be. Hopefully the game isn't that long. Sorry, I gotta get everything set up. Alright, now we will enter the madness. Adjust me brightness. I like it slightly brighter. Hello, thank you for joining. Oh man, this game looked very good too. I'm excited. Very excited. Graphics, game subtitles on, crosshair off, sound. That works. We'll just have the volume jammed all the way up there. Okay, and without further ado, let's get into the Call of Cthulhu. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risk losing his license. Yeah, so let's just go hunt Cthulhu. That's a great idea. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, that's a great idea. Just call Cthulhu. I mean, not call Cthulhu. Just stalk Cthulhu. Yeah. Here we go. If I'm mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Ooh. Oh yeah, this looks nice. Yeah, that would scare the crap out of me too. Oh, by the way, there's gore in this game. Figured I'd let you guys know. We're just in Cthulhu's torture chambers? What's going on? Good. First person. Wonderful. Love it. I do have to remember, though, that it's a horror game. That's wonderful. Assuming not that way, alright. Oh, the lantern. I need that. Counter darkness. Must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay. Hurricane lamp. Wonderful. Bolt cutters. Those are useful. Can I like run? Okay, I can run. Sweet. Left trigger is run. I just super... Is that how I fight my demons? I just turn my lamp all the way on high? Oh boy.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Well, Cthulhu's got a really professional voice. hell? Oh, it's a whale. I was confused for a good minute.
What a putrid offering.
Oh, it's an offering towards Cthulhu?
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Oh fuck. Yep, I'll run. I will gladly run. Okay, usually when horror games tell you to run, it's a bad idea. Just because like something's bad is about to happen.
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
That's just a dream? Oh boy. That seems like a bad dream. Hate whiskey, huh? Yeah, better have a drink. Yep. Yep. This will affect your destiny. Huh. So this game's got different endings then, I assume. That's neat. I like flipped the camera around, so if I'm like moving in weird directions, it's because I'm getting used to it.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Missions. Pierce Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I wake up. That's terrible. This guy is very morbid.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Okay. We'll just turn that off for a second. Not that I had a problem with it, I guess, but yeah, we're just gonna turn it off.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
You just sleep on your couch.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Well, somebody's calling, so I better answer.
Married
that.
woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
That was pretty funny. That was a good one.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
What? Increase your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence during interactive discussions. Wow, and there's even character points. Wow, I need to think. Oh, knowledge of the occult sciences. See, I kind of want to get that one. I kind of want to. Yeah, let's get our occultism up. Perfect. And eloquence would probably be important as well. Okie doke. Just know nothing about human behavior. That's fine. Alright, that works.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date.
Well, that's neat how they set it up
On a
like that.
related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Uh-oh.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
There
Are
was
they
not
worth
your
it?
license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Yep, just hang that up.
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Oop.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
Something
Police accuse
strange
her
is
of killing
going
her
on.
family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look.
Look at this
I want
painting.
you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness.
Yeah, that
Or
looks...
if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some
it
logic,
looks like
a
madness.
rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Examine the painting. Examine the Hawkins file.
A
Roger
warehouse
that.
on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin. What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Unlocked answer. You shouldn't take this painting lightly. Find out about Warehouse 36. Where did Sarah live? Something's not right with this story. Yeah, that would probably be me.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Yes, you're probably right.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too.
Ouch.
It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting
That's
is linked
strange,
to this
then.
case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
So he never told me that the painting was just sent to his house.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out.
Oh,
Go to
right.
Darkwater.
That's what I have to
Warehouse
find out.
36.
Okay, well, that's...
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
I've got a bad feeling about all this.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side.
Settle down.
Let's sum things up.
We're
An
working
artist
together
dies
here.
with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
Alright, well,
All right.
we most certainly
I'll take
will.
the
We'll
case.
do that.
I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According
I
to
can't
this
read.
book,
How do you read?
it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Can't imagine why. Cthulhu. Cthulhu.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader.
Ooh. Does that mean that I got... Haha! That's awesome. So, like, you read books, and you get smarter. I wish that's how it worked. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label and address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Yeah, but I have a really bad feeling about this. Like, really, really bad. Like, I have a feeling there's gonna be some super nasty monsters in here. Hopefully the camera's okay to stay in the top right corner. Oh, I'm so excited for this game. It has been too long since I've played a good horror game. And I have a feeling there aren't going to be very many puzzles in this one. I mean, besides, you know, the whole case itself being a puzzle. But that's fun. Okay, while it's doing this intro, I will be right back.
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank
Alright,
you.
sorry about that.
So, what wind brought you?
A terrible wind.
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
Turn the volume all the way up.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
Alright.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood.
Well,
going for a
thank
look
you
around
for
the
helping,
docks.
good sir. We'll consult our diary. You know, you know you're not an official detective unless you have a diary. Deceased, deceased, deceased. Clues. Lost Battalion. So, I'm assuming that his entire battalion was cut down then, I imagine. Now, we will go in and get his documents, but we're gonna stop and have a drink first because the old man said to.
Hey, be careful.
Be careful. You almost fell over, buddy. Oh, is that Sarah? Is she not dead?
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You're overdoing. The guy didn't show respect. It wasn't me who went
Yet
looking
you
for
served
it.
this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
Indeed.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Well,
Try
keep
me.
them coming. Keep
We'll
them
see.
coming.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Yes. Yes, I would. Only a small
I wouldn't say
glass.
no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
Yeah, this would be me as a detective. Totally. just order a poop ton of drinks. See, does that mean it'll affect my destiny in a bad way?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
That's probably a good idea. It's not speaking ill if it's true.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
I can see that.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Oh, wonderful.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I think that will be
That'll
it.
be all for
Thank
now.
you.
What you looking at, stranger?
You look familiar. She can certainly put them away.
I'm just
Nothing at
passing
all.
by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger.
Sure, roger that, random lady that's very angry at the world.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
I see
We
that.
may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
Did they
You
really
exhausted the
disappear?
stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Huh.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you.
Oh,
Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
that's
I
nice.
bid you farewell.
Good night, stranger.
Stranger.
long.
They just all go back to singing.
Nightmares. can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
That's strange.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
And the doctor,
Huh.
what did he say?
He laughed.
Oh, it's a new occult element. I like how they'll spear the prohibition.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
See, does that mean that this woman over here is his probable wife? She looks a lot
I told you
similar.
to beat it.
Okay, yep. Yeah, yes you did. Pardon me, I don't know how. Oh, let's shut that door behind me. What's all the mumbo jumbo over here?
Move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Hang on, I'm a detective. You're totally out of your depth. These sailors get upset over nothing.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't?
Okay.
Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Roger
you
that.
can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Yeah, clearly.
Something real bad.
I mean, it only like ate half of a
Beast
whale.
back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You shysters. The names. Oh boy. That's too funny. May I take this lamp? No, I may not. Already. Oh, we better talk to Fitzgerald. I'm slightly curious though, what happens if you just stay in the bar
I wonder what
and
Captain
just keep
Fitzroy's
drinking
got to say
drinks.
about this woman, Cat.
You did kind of give me permission to come in here and snoop, sir, so I'm going to snoop.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Oh, yay. Better medicine. Wonderful. I like how you can just read books and get smarter. I mean, that's like the coolest thing in the world. Like, who would have thought? No, I'm gonna snoop upstairs quick first, and then I'm gonna come back down and talk to you. But it's okay, I'm a detective. I can go through people's personal belongings.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
Alright, now we will go talk to him.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Alright, roger that.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Yeah, who would want this information to be hidden? It is a clue, though. It is a clue.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Okay. Your documents are unreadable.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Okay, thank you.
Understood.
That's useful.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
I have no idea. You underestimate me.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Where is the warehouse again? My short-term memory loss kicked in.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
That's strange. I saw the killer whale on the wharf.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
What would have killed it? That's kind of a good question.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
He's not wrong.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Oh.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Oops.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Alright, I won't. I mean, I'm only a detective.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Roger that. Ooh, I've got character points. Wonderful. Can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. So that one can as well. Only by the environment. Okie doke. Yeah, I'll just work on my eloquence. Oh, my sanity. No, I meant to do that, validate it. And then go to sanity, mental trauma. Okay.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Hello, sailors. Hello, thank you for joining. If you're curious about the story of this game, go back to the very beginning, and it will explain everything. We are basically trying to figure out what happened to this lady.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Yeah, see, that slightly concerns me. I really don't want to go down there. Which means I've got to get up there somehow. See, I'm smart. I'm super smart.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
Why can't there just be a handle on it? Go take his dad's wooden leg, just like jam it in there, use it as a winch. Yeah, yep, this has a purpose. Nice.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
And we will need a handle.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
There we go. Ratchet
A
device.
ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Perfect. And anything else? Aha!
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Perfect. We got all the hidden items. Wonderful. Mount the cogwheel. Mount the handle.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Hopefully it doesn't explode and hit me in the face.
Damn, I broke it.
Well, why did you break it? That was our one chance to get in there. Did it even open a small hole? Well, so much for that. Get inside warehouse 36.
Well,
Wonderful.
a little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only
Your
inquisitive,
turf?
you're also stupid.
Not
And
really.
what gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Oh, this is your territory. Just don't say anything. Yep.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe
Oh,
not.
just stop threatening me. Oh, and you just knee me in the nuts. Yeah, that's great. That's pretty fair.
Get this Joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Yeah, well, you kinda need me in the balls. So...
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, did you just forget for 1 second that you had giblets and you should probably protect those? Like, hello, you were fighting a woman. And not saying anything bad about that. But it kind of just got my ass whooped.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
What?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Who is St. Brendan? I've just arrived, you fools.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator. He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty. There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue. Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us. What brings you to dark water?
Freaking drunk people.
The two
yeah.
guys behind you.
Yeah, let's
What are
ask
they
about
guarding?
that.
The bootleggers. Scum. They're protecting their territory.
Really?
From whom, I wonder? They really don't
I mean, this
have
is
a
probably
choice
the
anyway.
only game that Baby
They're
Shark
more
would
scared
apply
of
to.
cat than an attack by
But
drunken
yes.
sailors. If only they would kill each other.
You're so subtle.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing. Nothing at all.
Drunk people.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Huh. Well.
Where do you think you're going?
I was just, okay.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
We're on the same team.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget
Not
it.
really. Not
What
really.
more
Yeah.
can you say about the death
Kind
of
of
the
what I
Hawkins
was.
family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay. Okie doke. Well, I'm so happy that you're just sitting there guarding the warehouse that I need to get into. I mean, that's wonderful. And I'm assuming you two aren't very friendly.
No, if it
gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you... How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
That's funny. Okay, so we're supposed to go back to the lady who kicked me in the nuts then and rat out her teammates, I guess? Because I don't see why she wouldn't just kick me in the nuts again.
They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
I figured you were probably in here.
The girl, Doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
What? Another break? What? Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh.
You mean
I've
newts.
got them too.
Aching newts.
But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash.
Well, you didn't get kicked
back
in the
down.
nards, lady.
Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I will literally tell you the
I'm
truth.
investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
Right, we already
It's precisely
established
for that
that.
reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
I would gladly pull it off. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm losing my patience.
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
I'm
Sounds
only
honest to
looking into Cthulhu.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed.
Right.
Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
No.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
Well, I see you are just a ray of
They did
sunshine.
nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else,
you
sweetheart.
mean the ones
They
that
know
I
their
pay?
interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not seeing.
Oh, funny how you see her and then you two both step aside. Funny how that works, isn't it?
We saw this guy poking around here.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh. So sick of everybody being mean to me here.
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
Well, careful, I'm not gonna turn around and get kicked in the nuts again, am I? I'm holding that against you forever.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Oh, yes. Such a good mother. Thank you, though, for picking your own lock and helping me sneak into your own building. Commander Numbnuts.
This place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
What? Reconstruction?
It smells as bad as it looks.
Really? I just had to focus really hard to figure out that it smelled bad.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
Huh. Strange.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Oh, that's cool. You just like go detective mode. Well, is that all? Is that it? Yeah, that was literally everything. Oh, I have 2 points available. Validate that. Well, I don't think there's anything else I can figure out in here.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Yeah? You did. I'll just threaten the police officer. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
You sent your men away. Bad idea. I see only one overweight police officer and one hardened veteran.
How dare you? I am a representative of the law.
Relax. Look what I found. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting.
I like how his face changes to like, oh crap, I'm retarded.
You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Well, good. It's nice to see that the cops are getting their heads out of their butts.
Open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Well, I am a detective.
Her again.
He showed up. I didn't bring him in there.
Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Oh yeah, yeah, you just punch me up, lady.
This mansion.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Oh boy. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises, signs of recent occupation, as well as partly charred painting, interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley. Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. I really like this game so far, though. I mean, apart from the part where I got kicked in the nuts. That kind of sucked. Yeah, that's normal.
Well, here we are. Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Spot hidden professional? I thought the mansion burned in a fire. You're not the first to talk about Winchester. You know this place very well.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
If only that were true in the real world. Wouldn't that be nice?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I would like to go up there.
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Yeah, I still have some questions.
I
I
prefer
am
to
a
be
detective.
prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Okay, yep, good point. Yep, let's not waste any time.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
I accept.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
See, I got a bad feeling about this, though. So
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place. Sturdy and well sharpened. Sturdy and well sharpened.
Oh, that's nice. Where did he run off to? Probably went this way, didn't ya? This would certainly be a creepy island to live on.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
We're not alone here.
Is the caretaker still around? Evidence here suggests he is.
It's surprising indeed. Let's try to keep our eyes open.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
All right.
Please give me a minute.
Poor
I didn't
kid.
expect to set foot back here after the burial.
Poor
What
kid.
kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that
Yeah,
broad baker is above
strange.
that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Better not be no trees in my way up this side. Tortoise Ruben. Oh, hi. How's it going? I didn't see the pop-up that people were joining, but hello. Yep, that's not ominous at all. Mr. Fat Cop, are you following? Oh, you're just looking at the trees. Okay, well, you sit there and think about things. I'm gonna move on ahead and detect. Like, no wonder why he couldn't figure anything out. Did he just come over here and stare at the trees the whole time? Be like, yep, well, can't solve this case. And just went back home. Stupid cop.
This entrance is still in use.
Nice.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you?
Yeah,
we gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa!
Totally not an angry guy.
Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Grab his axe.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
Then maybe you
It's
could put
painful to
the
be
axe
the
down
last one
for
left.
5 seconds.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
Okay, good.
The police report describes a domestic accident.
Good thing I worked
But
on my
Stephen Webster has
eloquence.
several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
I see that.
He
It
wants to restore
slightly
the
threw me
reputation
off.
of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You want to get rid of me. You shouldn't really need this key.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
See, when he says vermin...
That's it, vermin.
When he says vermin,
This is
I'm
what we're
concerned.
going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do.
Man, my speech level is like 900.
Get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Man, besides almost losing my face, yeah, that was great. Oh, cop, you missed it, but good. You showed up just in time.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Yes.
Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the
Oh,
mansion.
that was fun and
right.
games.
Let's go.
Yeah, I can see why the cops get a lot of stuff done around here.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Pearson, Officer Bradley, explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester, the old caretaker. Still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley managed to calm him down. Oh, I like how it's Pierce and Bradley, when really Bradley was just there. Managed to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Interesting. How long have we been streaming this? About an hour, 12 minutes. Okay, so in about 50 minutes, I will shut the stream down and throw up another stream. That way the whole thing isn't just 10 hours long.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Who left the light on? That's strange. Nice. Yeah, good to have eloquence all the way up at 5 if I'm gonna be a detective. That's probably smart.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Yum.
What kind of meat is this?
Probably whale meat.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Strange. And the mother was here?
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table.
Yeah, it must have been an
An
argument.
argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Oh, that was slightly ominous.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Must have been. That or
Too
he
much
was a
rubble.
researcher.
I'll find an easier way. Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself.
Yep, that's ominous.
Let's
I
see
don't
if
like
I
that.
can find something the cops missed.
Well, I can kind of go back in time, so I can't imagine that I won't.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Threw her on the table, maybe?
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
There's also
The child's
a body.
corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Yeah, that's a good question. That is a very good question.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Yet another good question I don't have the answer to. Ooh.
Did someone escape the fire?
I feel like somebody did.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
I would flee too if I was on fire. Oh, I missed that part.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
It's official. The police botched this investigation.
I think that some of your colleagues should turn in their badges. This room is bursting with evidence that seriously contradicts the official inquiry.
Well, of course, Mr. Holmes. Like what?
Well, the
I
bodies
can
were
tell where young
displaced.
Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Yeah, did they?
Without your authorization. By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And the time of the fire doesn't match.
The fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family.
I'm not saying he did.
Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Who's this doctor? Yeah, you don't find that suspicious?
Honestly, you don't find that suspicious?
That's troubling, I have to admit. But I trust Silas.
I don't trust your
and
doctor.
Dr. Fuller is an authoritative figure.
Oh, he's an authoritative.
The mainland folks are damned envious that he's here with us. A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
So, excuse me if I value his opinion over yours.
So be it.
Right, because we came in here, looked at all these clues that the cops clearly missed, and I'm still, of course, wrong.
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
Nobody was supposed to be in here, according to you police officers, so let's not even go on that case. I'd like to just slap you silly, sir.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
Yes,
There's
I'm
only
sure
one
of
way
that.
to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Yeah, well,
This
Chief
door is
West
locked.
is full of crap. He was already wrong. Your whole crew was wrong. So whatever you have to say about your crew, I don't care. You can stick it in the toilet where your crew belongs. History of medicine. Great.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Well, maybe the doctor could test that. Oh. Yeah, you just go on walking and miss everything, sir. You're such a good detective.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty. This door is blocked from the outside.
Looking for hidden clues.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Yeah, that was normal.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Something's not right. Nice. What's my medicine at now? Not even 2 yet. Oh, it should be at 2. I'm smart. What am I supposed to do? Oh, just continue investigating, right.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Strange.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Yeah, I don't like that either. That is disturbing.
There's something disturbing about this painting. 20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Strange. Just continue my search over here.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
As you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to reoccur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Huh. That is a clue. Oh, he fled this way.
Locked. The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
It's a good question.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Yeah, that's a good assumption. Very good assumption.
What will her room reveal about her?
Probably nothing.
Barbiturates.
Oh.
Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Huh. Ooh, lockpicking.
Perfect.
Perfect. Hopefully the cop didn't see it. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. I've stumbled upon something. Oh, of course, they were only summoning Cthulhu.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult?
She
What
had
was
to
she
have
trying
been.
to achieve?
She's doing something weird with her paintings, clearly. I don't trust none of it.
Bradley? Is that you?
Bradley's over there. Which means somebody's above me.
Is anyone
I've
there?
got a bad feeling about this. What? That's strange. How is there a painting of me? I mean, not...
You! Stop!
You gotta catch the thief.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone.
Of course
I just
you
heard
didn't.
some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
We gotta find this thief.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Yep, so he couldn't have ran that way.
I'll cover you.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay, I've only got so much lamp. I see. Does it recharge? Nope.
This door was closed earlier.
I don't trust that.
Where did he go? They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here?
It looks like an old seaway map.
I don't see any way out.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, Mr. Professional Police Officer. Look. Look at these scratch marks on the ground. Oh, perhaps hideaway bookcase, maybe? No, you're too busy reading. Okay, nice. So there's oil reservoirs. That's nice. Very helpful.
Seems like this came from a log. There must be a link with the seaway map. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
I see that. Okay, wait a minute. So that's gotta be connected.
There must be a link with the seaway map.
Yeah, with the seaway map. Okay.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
So dark water is there.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Yeah. Clearly.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Yeah, several times.
It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
It's probably got something
This
to do
panel
with this.
is movable.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I would not have figured that out.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
God, you're so smart, dude.
Great.
Yeah.
I managed to force the gears. Looks like I've triggered something.
Yeah, good, because I would never have figured that out. But this
Well
is
done, Pierce.
really neat that they do this in the game. That you can have multiple different ways to get into where you need to go, so you're not just trapped. Okay, chapter 4. Alright, and then we are going to pause it here. I'm going to take a small break, and then we will be right back. And I'll throw that up in another stream. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place, looking for proof. When a hooded man leapt into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and police officer set off after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley enter the tunnel under the mansion. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to pause it right here. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will be right back. Bye-bye.